I need to buy a new battery for my car. I need to buy a new battery for my car. He wishes he could find his soulmate. He wishes he could find his soulmate. Were my relatives tradesmen? Were my relatives tradesmen? I need an interpreter. I need an interpreter. When he comes, we'll be long gone. When he comes, we'll be long gone. Why will you come with me? Why will you come with me? Are we ranking? Are we ranking? He watches the birds in the park. He watches the birds in the park. By the time he arrives at the station, he will have already boarded the train. By the time he arrives at the station, he will have already boarded the train. Self-confident. Self-confident. He helped his friend with his homework. He helped his friend with his homework. I'm going to the nightclub. I'm going to the nightclub. You should not ignore your responsibilities. You should not ignore your responsibilities. The cat is sleeping on the sofa in the living room. The cat is sleeping on the sofa in the living room. He decided to run to clear his mind. He decided to run to clear his mind. Ability. Ability. He can join us for dinner later. He can join us for dinner later. Are the summers hot where you live? Are the summers hot where you live? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. He has played football since childhood. He has played football since childhood. Working with everyday English expressions to improve our English. Working with everyday English expressions to improve our English. When the party starts, she'll be preparing for the party for a week. When the party starts, she'll be preparing for the party for a week. If we save money, we can go on vacation. If we save money, we can go on vacation. They will have a family reunion. They will have a family reunion. Check to see if the diaper needs to be changed when the baby cries. Check to see if the diaper needs to be changed when the baby cries. Whose cologne is this? Whose cologne is this? Will they be elected a century later? Will they be elected a century later? The package is too large to fit in the mailbox. The package is too large to fit in the mailbox. I like beer, but I don't like the taste. I like beer, but I don't like the taste. Does not continue. Does not continue. Is his family a minor? Is his family a minor? Who are the men mentioned in the message below? Who are the men mentioned in the message below? His family was merchants. His family was merchants. 4 p.m. Why couldn't it? 4 p.m. Why couldn't it? Please do not forget to bring your picnic basket. Please do not forget to bring your picnic basket. We are against this proposal. We are against this proposal. You may not have been a songwriter before. You may not have been a songwriter before. Sweat. Sweat. What day will be tomorrow? What day will be tomorrow? We look like our parents. We look like our parents. Are you comfortable with that? Are you comfortable with that? Let's have dinner after the movie. Let's have dinner after the movie. I need milk, he said. I need milk, he said. Was going to set it up last year. Was going to set it up last year. Wouldn't it then expand at midnight? Wouldn't it then expand at midnight? He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. Haven't they been blocked before? Haven't they been blocked before? The fog is thickening outside. The fog is thickening outside. Shouldn't it produce? Shouldn't it produce? He cooked dinner for his family. He cooked dinner for his family. Meet with appreciation. Meet with appreciation. They were firefighters before. They were firefighters before. We have to water the plants. We have to water the plants. Kind of load scenario. Kind of load scenario. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. You will be an innkeeper for 2 weeks. Will I be born at night? Will I be born at night? Did not refuse the previous one evening. Did not refuse the previous one evening. Should I be an inspector at noon? Should I be an inspector at noon? We celebrate our anniversary every year. We celebrate our anniversary every year. 4 p.m. can ignore it. 4 p.m. can ignore it. They hope to win the championship this year. They hope to win the championship this year. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Our aunt was a botanist. Our aunt was a botanist. Can they become a secretary right away? Can they become a secretary right away? Can he garden every day? Can he garden every day? I am very happy to be able to watch the new movie. I am very happy to be able to watch the new movie. Were you a nurse? Were you a nurse? Looks like I misplaced my keys. Looks like I misplaced my keys. Who do you love most in your family? Who do you love most in your family? I have to go to the bank and the post office, and after that I will finish my business. I have to go to the bank and the post office, and after that I will finish my business. He knows how to swim. He knows how to swim. What are you learning right now? What are you learning right now? Can't we get married for 10 years? Can't we get married for 10 years? Our half-brother is the principal. Our half-brother is the principal. These are your aspirations. These are your aspirations. The city they visited last summer was New York. The city they visited last summer was New York. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. They don't smoke. They don't smoke. Should not invent every month. Should not invent every month. There are no flowers in the garden. There are no flowers in the garden. Should it burn 10 years? Should it burn 10 years? Will write. Will write. Were we always alive? Were we always alive? Do we lose in the night time? Do we lose in the night time? They will plant flowers in the garden. They will plant flowers in the garden. What do you get? What do you get? They fought for their rights. They fought for their rights. Let's go over the rules before we get started. Let's go over the rules before we get started. Is there a fresh deli counter in the store? Is there a fresh deli counter in the store? My head is aching. My head is aching. We can leave for 2 weeks. We can leave for 2 weeks. I just had a great meal. I just had a great meal. Without. Without. He usually listens to music before going to sleep. He usually listens to music before going to sleep. Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Usually not a surgeon. Usually not a surgeon. I was completely ready to leave. I was completely ready to leave. The baby is sleeping soundly. The baby is sleeping soundly. I'm not going to be a banker every month. I'm not going to be a banker every month. Your children are lawyers. Your children are lawyers. Next month they will play cards with their friends. Next month they will play cards with their friends. I go to the market to buy food for my cat. I go to the market to buy food for my cat. He had never been on a roller coaster before, so he was nervous. He had never been on a roller coaster before, so he was nervous. What do you get? What do you get? Won't we listen? Won't we listen? There are some books on the shelf if you're interested. There are some books on the shelf if you're interested. I'm excited to start my new job next week. I'm excited to start my new job next week. The teacher made the students read a book as homework. The teacher made the students read a book as homework. He wrote a letter to his pen pal. He wrote a letter to his pen pal. They are dancing at the party. They are dancing at the party. Can he lock it 2 nights ago? Can he lock it 2 nights ago? Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. Can't you swim every week? Can't you swim every week? One day ago he was not afraid. One day ago he was not afraid. In this way, you can easily prepare a delicious and healthy meal. In this way, you can easily prepare a delicious and healthy meal. Shouldn't it be reduced? Shouldn't it be reduced? The cake was beautifully decorated. The cake was beautifully decorated. Wound. Wound. Can I do plumbing at dusk? Can I do plumbing at dusk? I'm meeting with the admiral at the airport. I'm meeting with the admiral at the airport. My daughter is a teacher. My daughter is a teacher. We did not learn. We did not learn. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. There won't be a tailor every year. There won't be a tailor every year. Also, I would like to remind everyone to focus. Also, I would like to remind everyone to focus. I wish I could fly like a bird. I wish I could fly like a bird. Shouldn't you be a pilot in 3 days? Shouldn't you be a pilot in 3 days? Means every year. Means every year. Is our father a director? Is our father a director? I am interested in learning about other cultures. I am interested in learning about other cultures. As the sun goes down, the colors become brighter. As the sun goes down, the colors become brighter. Even if it's not perfect, it's still a good effort. Even if it's not perfect, it's still a good effort. Although it is difficult, we must overcome it. Although it is difficult, we must overcome it. Should I be an editor a century from now? Should I be an editor a century from now? He may go to Europe next month. He may go to Europe next month. Why are we meeting? Why are we meeting? Then they don't sell. Then they don't sell. I can't see any lessons in today's English. I can't see any lessons in today's English. We should have hired a professional for this job. We should have hired a professional for this job. Can he return every day? Can he return every day? What do you say to Ali? What do you say to Ali? I will cook dinner tonight. I will cook dinner tonight. Were his grandchildren laundresses? Were his grandchildren laundresses? They were studying for the biology exam together. They were studying for the biology exam together. We wouldn't be writing columns at noon. We wouldn't be writing columns at noon. Can I pay by credit card? Can I pay by credit card? They usually eat dinner at home. They usually eat dinner at home. They will play tennis. They will play tennis. Will it burn? Will it burn? Will he become a foreman in 3 months? Will he become a foreman in 3 months?